What's good, YouTube? It's your boy ShoSaga with another video, and today we're gonna be looking at somebody's anime top 10 list. Now, Thanksgiving's over, man. You know, turkeys are done. Pretty much the leftovers are clearing up now. You know what I'm saying? So we're moving on to December. You know what I'm saying? I took my little break, but we back on the grind. All right, you know, this post comes from the Anime Nerds Institute, man. It's top 10 anime arcs in my opinion. This is not, let me reiterate, this is not my top 10 anime arcs. We're discussing somebody else's. If you want to see mine, man, just let me know. I'll make a video about it. I don't really have no problem making a video about it. But honestly, I really wanted to see this list, man. I wanted to see what people would say about this, man. I ain't gonna lie, we're not trying to bash nobody. Everybody's taste is different from everybody else. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the video. Now first of all, let's name it, man. We got 10 through 1. I'm assuming this is in order. It might not be, so take that with a grain of salt. And first of all, we got My Hero Season 5 at number 10. Number 9, we got Jigen arc from Boruto. That is number 9. We got Dressrosa from One Piece. We got Tournament of Power from Dragon Ball Super. We got Wano from One Piece. We got first 25 episodes of Death Note. I guess that's an anime arc. We got 1000 Year Blood War arc for number 4. For Bleach, we got AOT Final arc for number 3. Number 2, we got Marineford from One Piece. And its top anime arc is Frieza Talk from Dragon Ball Z. Let me go tell you something right now. Honestly, I'm gonna just put it to you like this. Anime lists are biased. Like the whole point of anime lists is to be biased. Like I would have Gintama on my list. Gintama's on my list. As far as like, is it on everybody else's? No. But I gotta say, bro, this list is super biased. There's 3 One Piece picks in there, and One Piece does have some amazing arcs. But in terms of like the best arcs of the world, having no Naruto arc up there is insane. It's insane. I think first of all, we'll go through the arcs real quick. Let's talk about some honorable mentions that I think should be up there on that list. At least, I mean, it's 1,000. My whole list would be completely different. This list in itself kind of screams, for one, screams mainstream, which I'm not saying my list is not gonna be mainstream, but it screams that I'm a One Piece fan and not a Naruto fan. You know, for me personally, I like both. I think both are great, but you know, it's like the console wars. A lot of One Piece fans are fighting with Naruto fans to see who is the best, you know what I'm saying, franchise of all time. Now, you could say he's not being biased because he has Boruto, the Boruto arc up there. But to say that you have a Boruto arc up there and you don't have any Naruto arcs up there, like the best Boruto arc is probably one of the worst Naruto arcs, in my opinion. Well, let's get into it, man. Let's just go ahead and scrap and get time out there. I'm gonna just kind of name some that I feel like are just like basic arcs, like the Pain arc. Definitely should be up there. There's really nothing else I really need to say, at least from Naruto. I feel like the War could be up there too, but let's just say, because the War is one of the weakest arcs in Naruto, you count like the filler and stuff. Let's just talk about the original Naruto just real quick, just like 3 honorable mentions from them. Chunin exams arc, Sasuke retrieval arc, a top tier. I don't really know what much to say after that. Those 2 arcs in Naruto are golden. I honestly think there's just not much wrong with those arcs. Well, I do agree Marineford was a fire arc. That should definitely be in there. I'm a little iffy on Dressrosa, to be honest, and I'll get to that when I get to it on the list. I think AOT, I don't want to keep going to the ones that's on the list. I'll say which arc I think is better from each show. Dark Tournament Saga from Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm pretty sure, depending on this person's list, they haven't seen this. So, I mean, I'm not gonna really bag on them too much. I think My Hero Season 6, which I believe is the latest season, is better than My Hero. Yet again, I keep doing it. I have a habit of kind of like talking ahead of myself. So without saying too much, man, we're gonna stop down on mentions, because it is really arcs I would replace on this list given the parameters. I mean, we're gonna start at number 10, straight up. My Hero. I can see why you would do one of My Hero arc on this list. My Hero is a big anime. You know, it's one of the big new shonens. You know, it's flashy. It's got cool fights. It's got everything you might need. I think with My Hero though, I think season 6 was better. I think season 6 just kind of had everything I was looking for. Now, obviously, season I believe 5 and 4 was kind of setups for season 6. So standalone season 6 is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's a good arc. We got the Dark Deku. Like, don't get me wrong. I do like 5, but I swear 5 to me is one of the weakest seasons. I think the beginning of that season, they start up with the class between 1A and 1B, or however the class is named, I honestly forgot. And that was cool, bro. It was to showcase Deku getting new powers, but honestly, it was not really for me. And then they ended with Villain Academia, which I thought was really cool. Really an amazing season, but nowhere near beating season 6. I think season 6 was the move. Next, we move into the Jigen Boruto arc. I think I would agree on this. I think this is the best arc that Boruto has, in my opinion. Obviously, I would replace it with a lot of different Naruto arcs. Like, I feel like, I don't know. This list just tells me that Naruto is just not, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a Naruto fanboy, Naruto, whatever you want to call me. But I don't know. I do like the Boruto arc, man. It's a really cool arc. It's a new generation. It's a compelling story with Kawaki and trying to, you know, save him from some of his depression and stuff. It's a cool arc. It's a cool concept for an arc. You get to see Naruto be a better father in this. I felt like his father crazy, like a father reputation was assassinated, you know what I'm saying? So it's cool, I guess. Honestly, there's not really much to say about it. It's a cool arc. His Marion mode is a really cool fight. I think this could have been a lot of more better anime on the list. If we had to give it to a Naruto spot, I definitely would give it to Pain arc. If I'm not mistaken, Pain arc is Sasuke versus Itachi and Naruto versus Pain all in one. So that's just one of the best arcs in Naruto for sure. Tournament of Power, Dragon Ball Super. I'm not mad at this. I thought Tournament of Power was hype. Honestly, as far as like we talking about artistic things, no. But we talking about like the reveal of Ultra Instinct and how big that was. I can see why this is on the list. You know what I'm saying? I think obviously it could be edged out by a lot of different. I really want to make my anime top 10 list now. I really do. So I guess we'll definitely see about that. I think this is super solid. I don't really see a problem with this. It has a huge impact. I think Dragon Ball Z is always going to be legendary. Even though the series in itself, as we grow older, the series seems to decline, and it just becomes about the fights, which honestly I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely cool with that. Now I've seen to actually missed an arc. I swear I didn't do this on purpose because it's gonna sound like I'm hating on One Piece in this list. But Dressrosa, I've seen it skip Dressrosa. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I am caught up on One Piece. I read the manga for some. I haven't watched all of Wano, so I can't really say. You know what I'm saying? This is anime arc, so I guess with Wano, is my vision will be a little skewed. I think Wano is the best looking arc in One Piece, but we're not talking about Wano. We're talking about Dressrosa. I feel like Dressrosa, to be truthfully honest, is a slog, bro. It's a slog. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat that. It has some great moments. I think One Piece in itself is a show with some amazing moments, some amazing writing, but terrible pacing. People want to say that it has no fillers, and they want to compare it to something like Naruto, which has a lot of fillers, which Naruto is terrible for that, mind you. I'm not giving Naruto the credit for having fillers, but One Piece has terrible pacing. It feels like a lot of time in One Piece, you could be watching the show, they'll come in with an opening that takes like 5 or 10 minutes, a recap that takes like 10 minutes, and you're left with maybe 15 minutes of new content, and that new content is like Luffy running around for 15 episodes. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Dressrosa was this. I still remember the nightmare flashbacks of, I believe Zoro was fighting Pika, and he was literally just chasing Pika for multiple episodes. It was so annoying. Honestly, it really ruined my experience with Dressrosa. I think it had some fire moments. I loved all the Coliseum things. I loved the reunion with Sabo. I loved Dofi's backstory, Law's backstory. Senior Pink, I think his name is Senior Baby, what his name is. I love his backstory. They had some very deep character moments. If they would have stuck to just like doing the backstories and just doing the Coliseum and stuff, and just cut out a lot of that extra stuff that I feel like wasn't even really necessary. You know what I'm saying? Usopp had a great moment in there. I'm not saying it shouldn't have been long, but when you see moments like Law and Law versus Fujitora versus Doflamingo, you see Sabo versus Fujitora, those moments come so stretched out between each other. The last battle, like the last birdcage battle, still seemed like it took forever. The fight in itself was cool, but it almost felt like I would have rather watched it on times 2 because it just felt like it was just dragging. But I won't really rash on too much on Dressrosa. I think it's a cool arc. I just don't think it should deserve to be on this list. We already talked about Tournament of Power. Tournament of Power is cool. It's about the fights. I mean, I'm rocking with that on this list. I don't think it will be on mine, but it definitely is cool. Wano, I spoke about Wano a while ago. I think Wano is good, bro. I think Wano is a good art so far. I'm watching the anime, and the anime seems to be animated well. I think it's the best One Piece has overlooked. So as far as the anime go, it definitely gets points for that. They'll definitely get some brownie points for that for me. Like I said, I really haven't seen anime too much. I can't disagree with that. I think Wano's a great art. I think, honestly, hot take, I think Wano and Naruto War Arc is the same. They just had different issues. I think with Wano, the manga for it was amazing. We're talking about the anime, it has the same kind of like moments that I feel like was in Dressrosa, where I feel like stuff just kind of drags, and it's just so much stuff going on that the art seems to be very long. I think the whole entirety of Wano is longer than Hunter x Hunter, the actual anime. So I'll leave that for yourself. The war is also ridiculously long too, but the problem with the war, the good thing about the war is you can kind of skip around. There's episodes you don't really need, and that in itself is a terrible thing, but to me they're equal. The first 25 episodes of Death Note, I don't know if you can count that, I guess, because I don't really know what that arc would be. Just a different season, I guess. I know some anime can chop up different seasons and had the arcs in one season, so I don't know. I'm a little iffy about Death Note in there. I think Death Note is a fire anime. I think it's really good. I just honestly have no critiques on it at the moment. Like, I feel like Death Note is solid. It's a good word set. It can definitely be on anybody's top 10 list at any day, so I'm not mad at that one. AOT Final Arc. AOT Final Arc has so many dope moments. I don't know. I think I like season 3. better, because honestly, in terms of the anime, I just hated I read the manga ahead of time. I hated the way it was all split up in parts and stuff. I really just wanted the one concise package. I think I like season 3 better. If I'm not mistaken, season 3 was like the battle, you know, to reclaim the wall and stuff. I think that was really great. That's personally my favorite season. I cannot say somebody's wrong for picking the final season though. I actually do like the final season. I don't think it's a bad season. I just like season 3 better. I think season 4 kind of ruined it for me. We just having so many different parts. It seemed like every time a different part would release, I would have to go back and watch all of season 4 or watch all of the anime, because you know that's an anime where you gotta keep up, man. You gotta know how to predict theories and stuff. You gotta have information on that. So otherwise, man, I'm not mad at it. I definitely can see why AOT would be up there. Marineford, honestly, in terms of Marineford, there's not really much I could say on Marineford. I think it's a fantastic arc. I think honestly, you can't really consider Marineford and Sabaody is the same thing, because Marine is like there's some Sabaody, Sabaody, I think Impact Down, and then Marineford, and then you go Return to Sabaody. I think Sabaody might be my favorite, just in terms of like it felt like the turning point for like both of the arcs of Sabaody. It felt like a turning point for the crew, you know what I'm saying? Them getting separated and then returning was amazing. I think Marineford probably is the best in terms of just in general, because Marineford is like what you would see, what you're basically seeing in Wano. Like everybody's kind of pulling up. I think in Marineford is really good because you get to see all of these people that are larger than life. These people are way stronger than Luffy. The Straw Hats aren't even there, you know. So I mean, I'll put it this way: I like it. I think it's a good arc. I think Marineford is basically the battle of the giants. It's the war that really shaped the new world. It killed one of my favorite characters in One Piece. Shows that death is available in One Piece. It was the catalyst for so many things. Ace, you know, saying dying is the catalyst for so much. Whitebeard too. People retiring. Garp versus. I mean, I think it's a great arc, bro. I think it definitely deserves to be in the top 10 list. No problem with me there. Number one, his number one arc is Frieza Saga from Dragon Ball Z. I think nostalgia played a lot of part in here. I think honestly, I would be able to stomach like one Dragon Ball Z entry out of all Dragon Ball, like one entry. I think Dragon Ball Z has the worst parts of a lot of different anime. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it has the pacing issues of One Piece. Like Goku turning Super Saiyan for 30 episodes. Them staring at each other, talking about what they're gonna do to each other, and like talking about the intense battle between each other, and not actually doing anything. It definitely has the style of One Piece for me. But it's all about the cool fights. I feel like this list was based on nostalgia, because if you look at a lot of his picks, it has a lot of nostalgic moments in it. Then the Tournament of Power, where we first got Ultra Instinct, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, Goku turning Super Saiyan 1 was probably one of the most iconic episodes of anime ever. So I could definitely see why that would be on his list. Or her. It could be either one. Or them. They. Let's be respectful. But all in all, man, I don't think it's a terrible list. It's based on what you think. But I think for me, I think my top 10 anime, I think I would spread it out. I think that even though I may love Naruto, I would probably make a list with only one entry for each series, just because I feel like they're my top 10 anime. If they're my top 10 anime, they at least have an arc that is that good, you know, so to where I could put it on a list of 10. Each of my top 10 anime should have an arc that's that amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like Haikyuu, the game against Ushijima, or Gintama, the Shogun assassination arc. And even though Yu Yu Hakusho isn't in my top 10, I think the Dark Tournament is one of my favorite arcs of all time. And even though that's not in my top 10, that definitely could have a place in my top 10 list. But with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.